Welcome to the Check-in Report, ladies and gentlemen. Today's topic, Mr. Umar Johnson, the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Ifa Tunde, International Ifa Tunde. Is he a scam artist? Is he a liar? Is he a bamboozler? Has he led his flock astray? Today we'll be playing his interview on the Godcast, where he loses his temper, loses his control, if you will, being asked about the funding of the FDMG, Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey International House of Pancakes School for Black Boys. And today we're going to talk about it, and we're going to watch this video, and we're going to go through it, and we're going to see the things he says and the things that he propagates and the things that, you know, we're going to walk this down. So let's get to the video with Mr. Umar Johnson on the Godcast with Rod Digger and Lord Jamal.
So it's been 6.5
getting the money,
years now.
started getting donations. From what I understand, you raised about $750,000. Yes.
Well said.
$750,000 black dollars spent on, as of yet, a non-existing school. This has been 6 years in the making. Just want to give you guys the facts.
About 20 months ago, you end up purchasing 2 buildings, yes?
4 buildings.
4 buildings.
Four buildings.
For
2
about
schools, 4 buildings.
2 schools, 4 buildings for $400,000.
It was more than that.
Okay. Well,
Oh no, girl.
everybody wants
Oh no.
to know, where's the extra money? Where'd the extra money go? And
That's a good question.
why is it taking so long
Another good question.
to open this school? Like people feel like, and I'm not just going to say people feel, because I'm also going to share a story with you as well.
Yes, sir.
But people feel like, you know, the time that 6 years is just a very long time to be raising money.
Absolutely.
You know
is.
what I mean? And to finally get the buildings that you ended up getting that are in disrepair and all of that. And I think it's the
And we've seen pictures. You know, shout out to Monty Williams, who has been just a recent, you know, a venturer, if you will, that went upon to this FDMG school, and we seen the building, we seen the trash on the property, we've seen the property not be maintained, we've seen the electrical system be you know, look like it's no one's worked on it in years. We've seen just the property gone to shit. And, you know, where is the money going to, Umar Johnson? I mean, it's been 6 years in the making, and people are asking the questions.
transparency that people are looking for. A lot of people are looking for you to be more transparent, and when they don't see this transparency, it makes them feel, you know, skeptical.
Okay. Let me speak to some of that.
Yes, please.
Okay. Number one, I'm transparent with my donors. I'm transparent
Now,
with my donors.
I'm being told that there, you know, people say when your actual donors will ask certain
No, sir,
things,
that's a
they
lie.
said
That is
you
not
will
true. That
sometimes
is not
block
true.
them and all this type of
That
stuff.
is not true. Those are
Okay.
not donors. Those are haters. My
Okay.
donors.
Umar Johnson, everybody that asks a question is not a hater. There are people that I'm one of the people. I'm one of the people that loves the idea of an all-black school being taught by, you know, a Pan-African perspective of education. I happen to like that idea. I happen to like the concept. And if you were more transparent, more, you know, more informative on the ideas and more informative on the things that you were doing with the school and the progress of the school. I would like to be a donator. I would like to donate to this idea of the FDMG, but you are very secretive, and you claim anyone who has a question, anyone who has just some type of any question that they have to ask you, you find yourself calling them haters, find yourself calling them, disruptors, calling them, all out of their names. You're sending them to the block party. You know, everyone that has a question about your school is not a hater. They have legitimate questions that they need to be answered.
Donors have direct access to me. I talk to them. I know who they are. Most of them are repeat donors. My donors range everywhere from Black professionals. I have lawyers, I have engineers, I have business owners, all the way down to the retired great grandmom who's sending me $10 a month because she want to see this plan come to fruition. Haters don't donate, donors don't hate. So
That's a lie. And that's not true. There's been people that have donated to you and that they have made videos and they have their gripes. One person in particular that Umar Johnson isn't so cool with, Mr. Tariq Nasheed, donated to the FDMG school. And he's pretty much come to the knowledge of saying, it's a non-existent school and he's a scam artist. And there's other people that have come forward who requested refunds for their money because they're not there's no where's the school, nigga? 6 years in the making. And in this video, Lord Jamal's gonna break it down how someone in his family, started small, took the initiative, built a foundation and made his own school. And it didn't take him 6 years. And this man wasn't a celebrity. This man wasn't the most requested black scholar of the 21st century. This was just an ordinary educator that wanted to build his own school.
Accountability is only to those who donate. I want to be very clear about that. It's only to those who donate. So people who ask random questions, they'll never get answers because you don't support this. Now, with that being said, let me also say this. The other question that you ask, which is often asked, is 6 years, he don't have the school yet. I'm not to blame for that. The community is to blame for that. I cannot manifest the school out of thin air.
How is the community to blame for your school not being up and functional? How? You have $750,000 of black people's hard-earned money, and it's been 6 years. How much money do you need, my brother? How much more donations do you need? $750,000 of donation money. You've been working on this idea for 6 years. And you're saying that it's the community's fault. That's disrespectful to all your donators, all the people that donated $750,000 of their hard-earned money. That you sit up here and say that it's the community's fault. The community is supporting you. They're supporting you. But it comes a point in time where I'm supporting you and you have $750,000 of our hard-earned money, and it's been 6 years, and the school is still non-existent. Where is the damn school, Umar Johnson? Where's the damn school, man?
Schools cost money. They're not houses. They're commercial property. But because we're not used to building things.
You're not used to building things. Because it's been 6 years, and you should see the videos that this man posts. Every video he posts, it's him outside of the school, picking up a trash can, picking up a little piece of trash. I still have yet to see a video with this man, bringing in plumbers, bringing in people that work on HVAC systems, bringing in electricians, bringing in people, construction workers, builders, carpenters, just people that build, people that can work on buildings. I don't see any of those people in the build. Why? Why do you put out videos of you picking up one trash can off of the, one little can of soda off the property? Cleaning up the FDMG Academy. Picking, like, bro, where is the work being done at? And then you're coming at the community. You're very quick to come at black people, the same black people that support you. I mean, white people aren't supporting you, Hispanic people aren't supporting you, black people are supporting you, but you're quick to denigrate and downgrade and disrespect the black people that are coming out in doles to support you. $750,000. Now think about people that are in your shoes, educators and scholars that have the same idea as you, but they can't go out and get on YouTube or go on the Breakfast Club or go on the Nick Cannon podcast and ask for that amount of money. But here you sit, a man that can ask for that money, disrespecting people, black people, that give you their hard-earned money. Can I have your grit money? You're going to hear that.
Exclusively with black dollars, we don't understand how long it takes to get that done. I'm not a charter school. I'm not a public school. My school isn't going to subsist on white handouts and government funding. My school is grassroots Pan-African Academy. So it'll take as long as it takes until we raise the money to achieve the goal. It is that simple. Why does
AKA the school is not going to be done, and the whole FDMG thing is a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. You've been running this scam for 6 years. There's no school. And there's a reason why he gets mad and agitated when people ask these questions. Because listen, man, you claim to be the most respected black scholar in the community. You're this, you're that. But brother, you're not above vetting. You're not above reproach. You're not above black people being on your ass. Black people have been taken advantage of by many people, especially in the conscious community. How many scams have we heard of with Polite, Umar Johnson, and other people in the conscious community? So you are not above reproach. You are not in particularly special. And we're going to be on your ass because you're taking advantage of the people. If you promise people a black school that's, that's going to be fully operational, and I've seen your videos. Every year you say you're going to have the school up and running. 2016, you said you're going to have the school up and running by 2017. 2017, you said you're going to have the school up and running by 2018. 2018, you said you're going to have the school up and running by 2019. 2019, you said that you was going to have the school up and running by this year. And we've seen no progress. We've seen nothing happening physically of you building this school, Umar Johnson, and we're on your ass, as we should.
School ain't up yet because we're not raising enough money. But guess who don't have to ask those questions? The owner of Quaker Grits, because Negroes give them $11 million a year.
Here we go with the Quaker Grits. And he's gonna bring up the fast food. Black people give McDonald's $8 billion. Black people give Rolex watch $11 million. Black people give Popeye's chicken $8 million. What does that got to do with you not building a school that you promised people and that you receive funds for? And you know what the difference is between those things? Black people getting those things. When black people give money to McDonald's, Guess what, Umar Johnson? They get a cheeseburger. When black people give Quaker Grits $11 million, guess what? They get their grits. When black people give Popeyes, $11 million in revenue, guess what? They get their Popeyes chicken sandwiches. But black people have given you $750,000 of their hard-earned money, and you have not delivered a school. And that's the truth.
Guess who don't have to ask that question? Nike and Air Jordan, because Negroes give them $4 billion, $2 billion a year.
This is his spiel, and he thinks that somehow, some way that this makes sense. Just because black people go out and spend money on fancy things, they go out and spend money on things. That's what we are as a people. Nobody's talking about him when he's going out to the Cheesecake Factory. I seen the videos of him talking about going to the Cheesecake Factory. Nobody's talking about him when he goes out. Man, he's a heavy set brother. I'm sure he likes to eat and spend money at. He ain't. I'm pretty sure all the money that he spends on his food isn't going to no black restaurants or some black businesses. You spending your money in his white facilities as well. And please don't make me pull up that video, because there's another video that I would love to pull up where he talks about, because his school didn't get the tax break, or the because his school, he wanted his school to get a tax break. He didn't want to pay taxes on the property, which is, I understand. And he blamed it. He blamed him not getting I'm trying to remember the story. He blamed his white lawyer. This man is the most requested black scholar. He's the prince of Pan-Africanism, blaming his white lawyer for not getting him the tax funds and the tax forms necessary to make sure his property was protected. The Prince of Pan-African blaming his white lawyer. You can't make this up. But let's continue.
Malt liquor, $4 billion a year. Weave, perm, and beauty products, $30 billion a year. Fast food, $1 billion a year. They don't have to ask the Europeans and the Jews and the Chinese and the Arabs. They don't have to ask how long it's going to take them to get that Negro money. We give it freely. But when one of our own steps up.
And guess what, Umar? When black people give, that's what America is. It's a service for a service. That's what capitalism is. I give you my money, I get a service. Black people gave you money, and they wanted a service. They wanted you to build the FDMG, the first Pan-African school for black boys. They wanted you to build this. They wanted a service for a service, because that's what black people do. Just like I heard one brother said, our money got to be good on the wood. When we donate this money, when we donate these funds and these donations, we expect our shit. When black people go, now imagine if a black person went to Popeye's Chicken and he gave his money into Popeye's Chicken, right? He wanted to get his Popeye's chicken sandwich. So he gives his Popeye's, he gives the money for his Popeye's chicken sandwich, and they tell him, thank you for the donation, brother, but you're gonna have to wait. And if next time, the black brother gives the money to Popeye's Chicken, and Popeye's Chicken tell him, all right, thank you for the donation, brother, but next time you give a donation, make it twice times the donation you gave. And thank you. And when you give that donation for that Popeye's chicken sandwich, they never get back to you. They never tell you, when that chicken is going to be, cooked, or when the sandwiches are going to be prepared. They're just constantly, telling you, giving you little runaround statements, but they never really give you information. That's essentially what you're doing, Umar Johnson. You're not being truthful with the people. You're not being transparent with the people. And people want a service for a service. I give you my money. I expect the school. Where's the school? And don't be offended that black people are looking upon you. Listen, if you claim to be a leader, you claim to be the most requested black scholar, if you claim to be all of these things that that you aspire to be, you are not above vetting and reproach, and you should not be offended. If you're in service, you're truly in service to black people. And I have no problem with you being in service to the people that donate to you. That's perfectly fine. But there's people that you've donated to that have their gripes, and you're not answering their questions.
With the track record, the experience, the credentials, and the resume to do something like build a school to save black boys, with the hell that black boys are catching in this country, we don't support him because, number one, we don't want him to get the credit. Number two, we don't want the responsibility of doing for self. And number three, you understand, we want to find an excuse to keep on depending on white folks. So that's really the answer to that. But I want to answer your other piece. You said, what you do with the leftover money?
What did you do with the leftover
money? When you open up the interview tonight, I dropped the donation information. I said, get on your Cash App, $ FDMG School.
Get on your Cash App. Get on your Cash App. Get on your Cash App. Don't donate $20. Donate $40. Don't donate $40. Donate $60. Don't donate $60. Donate $80.
I said, get on your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. I said, mail in your checks or money orders. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. I also said, if you remember, I said we are running short on the repair money. We don't have it all. We have most of it, but we don't have it all to cover the repairs of the Garvey building. So to me, it is a very common sense question. Something that I don't even think needs to be asked. For somebody to say, what are you doing with the leftover money? We're paying for security so people don't vandalize the property like they've already done.
That's bullshit. Monty Williams, if you can, go to his page. Monty Williams has hundreds of videos at this point of him going to the property, walking around the property. There's no security on the building. There's no security at the building. There's nothing there to take. It's already been taken. The building's already been vandalized. Just like Umar Johnson said before, it's already been stripped of its copper and its resources in the building. There's nothing there to be secured. So what are you talking about? You're paying for security, and the property isn't being maintained. The grass isn't being cut. The garbage isn't being picked up. So what exactly security and things are you paying for? What are you paying for? You're just taking donations and doing God knows what with the money.
You understand? We have to pay for repairs. We have to pay taxes, upkeep, things of that nature. That's what.
Just like I said earlier in the video, I have yet to see a video of him recording a plumber, recording an electrician, recording a carpenter, recording someone that works on the building. He's always in front of the building talking his spill, telling people to donate. But where are you? Why aren't you recording people working on the building? I don't see those things.
We're doing with the extra money, the electric system has to be repaired. The plumbing system has to be repaired.
So fix it, nigga. You got $750,000 of black folks' money. Fix it. You're requesting donations. Fix it.
We just paid for the roofs to be repaired. The carpentry has to be redone. You understand? We have to do the fire alarm system, the sprinkler system. We have to pay for the building permits. There's a lot of expenses. We have to pay for the grass to be cut. That's not cheap. We have to pay for the grounds to be monitored. There's a lot of cost that goes into maintaining 2 schools, not 1, 2. And for me,
we can count
I'm happy.
Not 1,
because
2.
we were only looking to get 1 school, brother and sister. We ended up with 2. And to all those coons and trolls who say the buildings are trash, do you realize the 4 buildings we got are state-of-the-art modern schools? They are not old schools like the ones we went to. They are modern. That campus was renovated.
If that's the case, Umar, shouldn't the progress on the school be running at a good level? You're claiming that the building's up to par. But you just said that the electrician is down, the electricity is down. You said you need carpenters, you need this, you need that. You said all of these things that were wrong with the building that are deteriorating in the building. And you said earlier, and I saw another video where you said the building was stripped of its copper. But you're saying that the building is in excellent condition. How is it in excellent condition when the grounds look dirty? You're claiming that you need all this work done. That doesn't sound like a building that's in good condition.
At a cost of $13 million in 2011, 9 years ago. And the only reason why we have to renovate is because the building was not secured by the previous owner, which allowed people to get in and do what? Strip the electrical
Yes, I was about to say.
All right, then.
That my wife's family.
Now this is where Umar Johnson asks. This is Umar Johnson. This is when Lord Jamar asks Umar Johnson, why isn't the property being done? Because I have someone in my family that actually started the school and didn't take 6 years. So here it goes.
Has a lot of educators in it. Her sister is a principal of a school right now. Her mother was a teacher, and her father was and is a principal, who actually ended up making his own school in East New York, Brooklyn. It's called the Trey Whitfield School. You can look it up. So he's been doing this since like 1983. And how he started was he started small. He started with three.
And Lord Jamar, he's trying to bring him to the water. Listen, brother, you're talking about you need all this money and all these donations, but there's someone in my family that did exactly what you're talking about, and they weren't even as known or didn't even need this type of money you're asking for.
Three portable trailers that were behind like a church. Nobody was doing anything with them, and he went to the church because he was a principal like you, and he said, guess he got the same inspiration to start his own thing. So he talked to the people at the church. He ended up negotiating some sort of rent where he had to pay $500 a month per trailer. And he had like 280 kids. Now, he didn't have a lot of money. He didn't have a lot of donations and stuff like that. So what did he do? He said, like a lot of schools and stuff, they would just throw out old desks and books and stuff like that. He'd go around to different schools and get desks. He'd go to the Board of Education and they'd give him stuff that they were getting rid of, you know what I mean, that they didn't want, books, whatever, all kind of different supplies. So he was using his resources. He did this till about the year 2000, where he then sees like a 4-story big-ass building, something pretty comparable to what, you're talking about. Actually, it might be bigger it might be like those buildings combined, the ones that you bought. This is in Brooklyn in East New York, like right off Atlantic Avenue. So anyway, he gets to this building. He said he didn't have $1 for the building, but he goes to the man. He's like, I want to get this building for a school. And the guy's like, he tells him whatever, I don't know, whatever the price was. And he was like, listen, I ain't got no money. But what I do have is I got a friend who's, he's like the president of a bank or something like that, and he'll give me a loan, to renovate the place and all that. And if I miss any payments or something like that, then y'all will just have a free building renovated. You can take the building back, and you'll get the shit renovated for free. So he ended up getting in there, and that was in the year 2000. We're in the year 2020, and this school now has gone on. It's a black school. They don't take no government grants or nothing like that. He does fundraisers and all this. He knows some people in the sports industry and all, because he used to play football back in the days.
What's the name of the school?
It's called the Trey Whitfield School. Now, I talked to him. He's willing to sit down with you and give you any tips or anything like that of how he did it. You know what I mean? And how he continues to do it. because this man, and he's been on CNBC, all kind of other stuff like that. But the thing is, you know, he doesn't even have the type of notoriety that you have. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And yeah, and this man was able to make it happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like this man was able to just put his thing, you know, into fruition, use his resources. So I don't. Maybe we're feeling like, yo, you know, money is the answer for everything. But sometimes it's our resources. How
Let's get
about,
to it,
yo,
Jamal.
you know, could you donate your time or something to help, instead of the money to fix something? How about y'all come in and donate your time to help build up the school or something like that? You see, it's not always about money. It's about the people that you know. It's about a lot of different things. Um, you know,
Okay.
for 700,000, I feel like maybe we could have got a piece of land and just built from the ground up, and it could have been turned out
Mm-hmm.
cheaper. I
Facts.
don't know. We have to look into a lot of things, and this is a big undertaking that I feel like, you know, you might need some help with it, brother. What do you think?
Well, a couple things. I want to deal with your assumption um,
Here go the bullshit.
that I might need some help.
Here go the bullshit. Why don't you need help? Why is Umar Johnson so arrogant? So full of himself? Why? Why don't you feel like you need help? Why can't you sit down with another brother? Let's just play this and we'll talk about it. Go ahead. Let's play that.
Okay.
Most of my friends are educators. Most of my elders are educators and psychologists. That is my field. So it's kind of interesting when someone who's an expert in something, and I'm not speaking to you, I'm speaking to the detractors who say I can help him with that. This is
No, I
not
think
your
they talk
expert.
about the real estate part of it. Not
Oh,
you're an educator, but not a real estate guy. You see
but
what
we
I'm
already
saying?
have the real estate. So that's not even an issue no more.
Right, but did we choose the right real estate? Did we
I
take the
certainly
money
chose
and
the right real
do
estate,
the
brother.
best
I just told
fiduciary
you. I
thing
just
with the
told you,
money?
brother. I just told you
Arrogant, doesn't want to listen, full of himself.
that the schools that we got was a $13 million project 9 years ago in excellent shape. We got a steal for that campus. It was a steal. It was the best thing I could have possibly got. I have no regrets. See,
Okay.
that's when we start feeding into the lies. That's why you got to come see the school, my brother. And the queen
Absolutely.
to
I'd
see it for
love to see it.
yourself. Because you have people telling you that the school ain't in good shape. The school is in excellent shape, which is why we're getting offers for it now. It's in excellent shape, brother. The classrooms don't even have to be touched. We just have to fix the electrical system, the HVAC system, and the plumbing system. So I don't need help with the real estate. We were blessed with that campus. You understand? And as far as your brother's school, I support him.
That's
I'm
my
glad he's doing a
father-in-law.
good
My
job.
father-in-law.
I just
Try to tell this nigga that's his father-in-law, and he ain't even trying to listen to that.
I just looked at the website.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to that brother.
Yes, sir.
But what I'm doing ain't that. I want to be absolutely clear. The Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy will be America's first school based off the principles of Pan-African nationalism and international economics. That's not what I'm doing, brother. I have a totally different concept from him. You understand? So if
The concept could be different, but the implementation of how
but I
it's
don't
put.
need his help implementing, brother, because I'm a certified school psychologist and a certified school.
Why don't you need help? This guy is just so arrogant, so full of himself. Why can't someone give you tips? This is another black man that has his own school that's been doing it for 20 years. And you don't even want to listen to this man. Why? Why? This man has done. He has been running a school for six. This man has been running his school for over 20 years. You can't get a school off of the ground in 6 years, but you feel like you have everything in control and you don't need his help. Who are you, Umar Johnson, that you don't need help? Clearly, you need help. Let's continue.
school principal who's experienced, who got a whole cadre of educators. See, y'all keep making these things. He needs to talk. No, I don't. Y'all don't know who I got. I
But
got
then
everything.
why is somebody, you have all these credentials, then why is this man who we don't know was able to put his school together in a few months and it's taking you 6 years, brother?
6 years is nothing for a school. I can show you 10
This
charter
nigga
schools
Aggie, man.
where the money is coming from the state and it took them almost a decade to get open, brother. You don't open up a school in a year or two. I don't know your brother's story, and I don't care to know
His
it.
father-in-law.
I don't care to know it.
Why not, though? If it could be helpful to you, why wouldn't you care to know it if it could be helpful to you?
Brother, I have friends who own schools. Do you understand that? I have friends who own schools. So if I need to talk to someone who owns a school,
This
I
nigga
already
is
got
so
that.
full of himself, man.
The only thing missing from my equation is enough funds to complete the task. That's it.
Boom. And I want to stop the video right there. He doesn't want advice. He doesn't want someone to come in and help him. He doesn't want consultation. All he's asking for is your money. And right there, lies the scam. Entails the scam. That's the scam. I don't want advice. I don't want you to tell me this. I don't want a consultation. I don't want you to do this, do that. I don't need people to help me. I just want your money. I just want your funds. And therein lies the scam. That's the scam. Anyone who just says, I just want your money. I don't want your help. I don't want your advice. I don't want you to give me ideas on what that can improve the situation, that can help me with my school. I just want the money. Just give me the funds, and I'll do it myself. That's the scam, ladies and gentlemen. That is the scam. Is Umar Johnson a scam artist? Has he been bamboozling the people, leading them astray, run amok, if you will? I'm True and Living. Thank you for joining me. Is Umar Johnson, the Prince of Pan-Africanism, the International Ifatunde, the Prince of Peach Cobbler, as Tariq Nasheed calls him. Is he a scam artist? Is he bamboozling the black people? Is he scamming them? $750,000 in hard-earned, cold black people's cash. Hard-working mothers, hard-working brothers. Is he bamboozling and scamming the black people? I'm True and Living. Thank you for joining me. I'm gone.